On a tiny, faraway planet, circling a warm, orange star, lived a race of alien cubs, no bigger than a loaf of bread. On a tiny, faraway planet, circling a warm, orange star, lived a race of alien cubs, no bigger than a loaf of bread. Taya had soft silvery fur and huge, curious eyes that mirrored the cosmos. But these little creatures were famous across the galaxy, for one thing, their absolute obsession with eggs. Specifically, hen eggs are food no alien had ever tasted. Their world had no chickens, no birds at all. They lived on glowing crystals and nutrient gels, which kept them alive but never truly filled their tiny hearts with joy. One evening, while playing near their crater home, a human cargo ship streaked across the sky. "Look," squeaked Zilly, the smallest cub. They had heard stories about humans unpredictable, powerful beings who could move stars. And, more importantly, they always carried food. The ship landed softly, and out stepped Captain Mira, carrying a crate. Inside were eggs, so many eggs, all shapes and colors, destined for colonies on distant worlds. The cubs watched, trembling with excitement. Zilly's brother, Kor, whispered, "Do you think they would share?" Before they could even ask, a chicken, an accidental passenger, clucked loudly. The cubs froze. It was the first real hen they had ever seen. Captain Myra noticed the tiny creatures and crouched down. "Hey there, little ones," she said gently. "Do you like eggs?" The cubs, smelling warmth and adventure on her, nodded with a collective squeak of delight. From that day on, a new ritual began. Each morning, the cubs would carefully choose an egg, learning to crack it with their tiny claws and savor the golden yolk. It was more than food. It was magic. They watched the humans cook eggs in countless ways: scrambled, boiled, fried, even baked into pastries. This sparked their own creativity. They started using their glowing crystals and gels to mimic human cooking. But their peaceful new life was soon threatened. A group of predators, the Grits, learned about the eggs and began attacking the human ship. One night, as the humans slept, the Grits swooped down, their sharp claws tearing through the camp. The cubs were terrified. But Zilly had an idea. They had learned courage from the humans. Using their small size and speed, they wove a trap from shimmering crystal threads. When the Grits charged, they became hopelessly entangled. The humans awoke to see the tiny cubs standing proudly over the captured predators. Captain Mira laughed, full of surprise and admiration. "You, tiny things, you're braver than most soldiers I've ever met." Word of the egg-living cubs spread across the galaxy. Visitors marveled at their cleverness and courage. Their love for food had become a testament to the spirit of life itself. The cubs built nests and learned to care for the hens. Soon, their crater home was filled with clucks and happy alien humming. The humans left them egg-laying machines and instructions for care. Every time a new ship arrived, the cubs greeted them, eager to share their discovery. One day Zilly looked out at her planet's twin moons. "We were small," she whispered to Kor, "but humans showed us something bigger. They showed us courage, kindness, and that even the tiniest creature can make a difference." Kor nodded. "And eggs taste amazing." They both laughed, a sound that echoed across their small world. They had found more than just food. They had found friendship, bravery, and a connection to the stars. And they reminded the galaxy that greatness isn't about size. It's about heart, curiosity, and trying something new. And for them, hen eggs would always be more than food. They were a bridge to a universe of wonder. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tailies from across the cosmos.